animation. So that is pending in our main JavaScript. Otherwise, we are good. And also we'll see how to create a if statement and for loop. So will you just go here and create one variable a is equals to some 10 and b is equal to some 12. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to check whether this condition is true or false. If let's I'll take this one as an age. So age equal to some 20, and I'm just going to check whether the age is greater than 80. If it is true, I'll give the statement as document dot write of you are eligible. And if I just go and check if this is a statement, the statement is true. I hope this can share. So see here, you are eligible to vote. If I change the statement like else, okay, I'm giving one more statement like this, else if. So the condition is like this. So age is less than 18. Then I'm giving a statement as you are not eligible to vote. Else so if you check, it is more than 18. So if I'm changing this to be sub 16, you're not eligible to vote. So this is a basic if statement we have, and we'll see what a switch statement. A switch statement is like this. We need to give the expressions example. I'll go with a simple example. Okay, I'm just giving a let's, and the switch statement is like this. This is a switch keyword which I'm providing. And here I'm giving some variable or something else. Like example, I'm giving a value to be 1. Okay. So then I will mention the D here, and we need to open the statement. Here we'll have a different cases. Okay. So if it is a case is 0, I will say this is then the statement as documented, right? This is 0. And then I'm creating some 3 statements, okay, 3 cases. So changing this expression value, okay. This is going to be 1 and it is 2, and I'm changing this to be 1 and this is to be 2. So next thing is, so if this case is true, then it will get break. Okay. If it is false also, it will get break there, and it will move on to the next case. So you need to use the break. So break means it will stop there itself. It will not jump over. And we have something called as a default statement. So if the all other statement is false, then it will go with a default statement. Okay. Yes. Please choose any three numbers from 0. Now we'll go and check. Yes, this is a 1 because we have given 1. I'm changing this to be a character. Please choose any three numbers. Because I have not chosen any numbers, I have given the character. So it is not displaying anything. Okay. And we'll see what is loop. How we can loop. In the for loop, giving I equals to 0, I is less than 10, and I increment. So first I will tell you what are these. So the for is a keyword. Inside this you need to do the initialization, and then you need to mention the condition. So like till which we need to check. Okay, from 0 to 10 is going to check. First the 0 will be assigned, and then increments or increment. So inside the curly brace. Okay. So let's go here. So I equals to 0. So we have mentioned it as I equal to 0. So document dot write of giving the variable as I and semicolon. Okay. So this is 0. So it will be print the value 0, and then after completing this declaration, it will get incremented to 1. So now what is the for loop I value? It is 1. Then it will take the as a condition. So 1 is less than 10. Yes, it is true. Then it will print the 1, and then after completing this, it will increment it to 2. So now we will check the output. See here, see here what happens. It will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like this, it will be printing the value. Okay, I will tell you so how we can do the for loop, sorry, array using the for loop. See here, just I'll change this. I'm creating an array, so const a. I'm giving some values. Some, these are the characters I want this to be printed in my output using a for loop. So what I will do, so go to the for loop. So here you need to mention, you need to create a array, sorry, the variable which is going to hold the values, right? So we give let b is equals to 0 and b is less than a dot length of. I'm going to get the length value. So previously I've given the number. Now I'm going to fetch the length. Okay. So a dot length and a b increment. So inside this, we print a value document dot write of. So I want to print the b value. So like a of b value. So here you can see the alpha, beta, and gamma has been printed. So here also you can mention the break statement. You can print next to next. And next thing is what is called as for each loop. Okay, so for each is nothing but if you're going to give an array, or sorry, for of. So for of is the same thing. Okay, you don't want to do any initialization, nothing we can do. Just go here and give for keyword, and you need to mention the variable. So previously we have given b, right? So of what is the array name? It is e. So just leave it here and open and close. You need to mention document write of except we will check. See here, the value has been printed. So if you want that to be in the next line, then you have to use a break statement. Clear, everyone? So now, so now the next thing is we will know what is do that is loop. We have something called as while loop and do loop. Let's recheck that. So same condition if example you don't know the iteration value. Okay. So here if I know from 1 to 10 I need to print. Okay, so I have some fixed destination, right? So what is so I'm going to print till 10. But here we don't have anything like that. So what we will do is, so let's giving some variable a is equal to 0. So now the first itself the initialization has been done. Okay. Here I need to mention the condition. So from what to what? I need till 10. Here open and close it and print the value. Document dot write of, and I'm going to implement that value. Check. So here you can see all the values has been printed. Okay. And what is do while? So do while also the same thing, but it will be printed at least for one time. If the it will not check the condition, it will directly print the value at least for one time. See here, using the do keyword. I'm assigning some value. Okay, and I'm just printing the text. Okay, I'm just giving the text document what right need to print the value least once. Inside this, what I will do is I'm just going to get the value and I'm going to increment it. Okay, so first I will do the initialization. So let I is equals to 0, and here I will do the initialization, that is increment. Once it is done, here after this curly brace you need to give while of what is the condition. Giving some 1 is less than, sorry, I is less than or equal to 100. Yes, I will give I. I just need the I value. Okay. And also I'll give the break statement. Like this, it will be okay till 100. And what is called as continue and break. This might be your interview question. So let's see. So I've created some for loop, right? For loop I 0, I is less than some 10. I increment. So inside this, what I will do is I'm going to create uh, some document dot write. So this is a statement I've given. So now what I will do is I don't want to print the some value. I just want to stop over there. So I just want some 5 values to be printed. Okay. After that, I don't want anything to be printed. So what I will do is, I will give a break statement here. And just close this off. You can see till 4 it has been executed, and the fifth one is not being continued. So if you use continue, it will skip that value alone. It will skip the 5 alone, and then it will print all the other values. This is a difference between a continue and then break. So now we will see how to create animation using JavaScript. Guys, in the meanwhile, can you please turn on your cameras? I can so that I can take a screenshot. We'll take it and then just go here. Now I'm going to create some two containers. So I'm going to move that container from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. So how we can achieve this? So using the animation. So first, what I will do, I'm just creating a button and the container. Okay, so button, I'm giving type to be button, and I'm giving a attribute to be on click equals to function name, right? So you know you need to mention the function name. I'm giving click here. One minute. Okay, guys. So here just have a button. So now I'm going to have a two container because one is my relative, the another one is absolute. Okay. So first is div id is equals to container, and I'm just closing this off, and one more container. It is for a child element. So div id is equals to animate. Let's close this div. So this is how it will be. So now what I will do is I'm going to create a function for this. Before that, I will create a colors. So how it should appear that container. So here you need to use a style element slash style. So here you need to give container slash container. Inside this container, we'll have a width. It's going to be 400 pixels. I'm giving some width of it should be very higher, right? So then only my this child element will be get placed. So here I'm giving height. It's going to be some 400 pixels, and position is relative. I'm giving a background color. So now this is going to be a relative, that's parent. So just copy all these things, and I will create a child. So child should be I just want 50 pixels because it's going to move from the top left to the bottom right. So here what is the position we need to give? This is going to be in an absolute, right? And I'll give a it as a purple. check. Just refresh it. So this is the, so as of now I have not given any function in this place, right? I have not created any function, so that is not, that's why it is not moving. Okay, this is how it will be. So now we go here and we will create a function. So I'm giving a function name as a of. So function keyword a of, then close. So inside this, let's, I'm creating, initializing a id. So id is going to be a null value. Okay, I'm not going to assign anything. So const elements. So for the e variable, what I'm going to take? I'm going to take this id. Okay. Get element by id. So inside this id, I will give animate. So after this, assigning, just give a semicolon. So we have created two things. One is id and another one is e, the element. So now the next thing is a position. So what is the position of this one? It is in 0, right? So position is going to be a 0, and I'm going to use the clear interval method. What happens is it will clear the interval for infinite times. For that we are using this clear interval, and I'm mentioning this id to be null. So if you mention null only, what happened? It will not. So it will stop at that point. It will, if example, it's in the top left and it's just moving towards the bottom right. So the thing was happened, the functioning was happened, right? But if some, in some cases, what happens is that particular thing is going to be null and it will go on to the top. So for that purpose, we are using this clear interval. Okay. And next thing is I'm going to assign this id for set